Hey guys, it's Amber, Skiin's product manager and product designer. I'm here bringing you the first of 3 Valentine's Day makeup tutorials. This is a more soft glam, something quick and easy, not too dramatic or anything like that. So I started off carving out the eyebrows. I do this all the time. I always start off carving the eyebrows after moisturising the skin, and then I went in with primer and foundation. I did end up adding a little bit of a darker colour afterwards because it was a little bit pale and pasty, so I did end up going with a darker foundation afterwards, but you use your your preference or whichever one you prefer. There's no rule book. If you prefer like lighter makeup or softer makeup, feel free to put on less, but I like my clients to have a nice full coverage base. After foundation, I then went in with the cream contour. I just lightly put it around a face to frame the face, nothing too heavy, nothing too deep, nothing too structured. I just thought keeping the parameters deeper will give a light but soft definition to the skin. And then I just blended it out with a damp beauty blender to make sure it was all blended, seamless and nice. The next step was concealer. I will put all the products I use down in the comments or whatever, or the bio, just so you know if you like something that I've used and you can use it too. This was just concealer though. I just used a lighter shade just to brighten up under eyes. I did just focus it directly under the eye. I didn't bring it too far down the face because again it's a natural glam, we don't want anything too heavy. After I blended it out, I went in with a little bit of powder just to set it, nothing too heavy. I didn't bake, I just did a little bit of loose powder underneath, and then that was it. To keep the skin looking fresh and dewy and healthy, I do usually just dust powder under the eyes and in the T-zone, on the forehead, down the nose, the chin, maybe the top lip a little bit, just places you can get oily and sweaty faster. So before finishing the face, I went onto the eyes and I used the Skiin Cosmetics palette coming out in a couple of weeks. If you don't already have your post notifications on, make sure you turn them on so you don't miss it. I just picked into the pink shade. It's like a light pink, nothing too extreme. It's really nice, soft, warm pink colour. I just dipped into that and put that all over the lid. Make sure I blended it in the crease properly so it just had a nice seamless fade, and then I winged it out a little bit on the outer corners just to make it elongate your eyes a little bit and make them seem a little bit more dreamy and dramatic without having to add too much product. Our eyeshadows are very pigmented and very easily blendable, so I kept dipping in. I think you can probably tell I'm back and forth, but I just wanted to lightly build it up. Like, I know a lot of people don't like too heavy dramatic eyes, so I thought I'd start off soft and then go and build up the colour as I went along. I was using Skiin Cosmetics, also coming this year, probably around summertime, highlighters. You can use your own highlighter, whichever one you prefer. I used the lightest shade and the middle shade, and then just highlighted the brow bone. I then dipped into the brown eyeshadow, the lighter brown, fawn chestnutty type shade, and I got a flat brush and dipped in on the side, not on the flat bit, on the side, and just started creating the outline for my wing. And then I dipped into the darker brown and ended up defining it a little bit better, giving it a bit more definition, a bit more structure. The model I used today, she had quite big eyes, so I went for a bigger wing. Obviously, if you don't have big eyes, don't feel obligated to have a big wing. It was just so it didn't get lost when she opened her eyes, and it ended up being really, really nice. So as you can see here, I was just cleaning up the wing so it had a nice sharp edge. It was like nice and pointy, nice and seamless. The eyeshadow stayed on the eye and not just dispersed and all over the place. It did take me like 2-3 times to do it, so if it takes you a little while to clean it up or get it perfect, you take your time. Honestly, wing liner is one of the hardest things, but it does make it easy using eyeshadow, as eyeshadow is easier to take off than liquid liner. So take your time. Feel free to do it in like a light brown first, get your shape, and add a dark brown, or you know what I mean, have a play with it, have a feel with it. Only go your limits, don't feel obligated to do anything too extreme. I was just doing the other eye, and to be fair, they did come out pretty perfect. I was so proud of myself. I then grabbed the Skiin Cosmetics highlighter and just popped it on the inner corner, just to add a little bit of brightness to the eyes, make them more awake and fresh, and give them that little, you know, that little shine and sheen and little dazzle, just to keep it a little bit sexy, Valentine's-y. Obviously an optional step, but I do think it makes the eyes pop a little bit better. I then grabbed a bronzer and just bronzed up the face. Just went around the cheeks, the forehead, just to again keep that nice structured feel to the skin, give it a nice definition instead of having it look like a potato. Sometimes a bit of contour can help just give the face a nice structure and make it seem a little bit more symmetrical. So that's all I did. The next step was blusher, and again I grabbed the Skiin Cosmetics one. These will be available probably towards the end of summer, start of autumn. They have the best formula, the best pigment, and they're very blendable and buildable, so they're perfect for beginners or people who are full makeup artists. Perfect for everyone. I grabbed the lightest shade that will be coming out, and I just put it on like the apples of her cheeks and blended it backwards. I just wanted to give her like a nice rosy innocent look, but again with a pop of colour. Sometimes colour can really frame the face and give it that extra bit of life. So blush is my favourite step, but it's not for everyone. So maybe if you've never tried blush before, try it out this Valentine's. It might surprise you, you might love it. If you do try it out, let us know what you think to it in the comments or how you felt with it on. We'd love to hear. So before the brows, I did add a little bit of highlighter. It was just the same shade that I used for the inner corner and the brow bone. It just added that little bit of extra sparkle and glam to the look. It was nothing too heavy. Just put it on the top of the cheeks, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, and the top lip, just to give, again, a little bit of sheen, a little bit of glitz and glam to the look, and to keep it nice and fresh. For the brows, I really did not do much. My model had amazing brows. They are beautiful, very full, very fluffy, unlike mine. So I just brushed them up after concealing them earlier on in the video at the start. I just brushed them up and I just filled in the fronts a little bit with a dark brown brow pomade and a really flat angle brush, and just did light hair strokes and the front, and then on a bit of the bridge of the eyebrow, and then on the tail of the eyebrow, and that was about it. And then I finished off with a little bit of brow gel just to keep it all in place. I then moved on to lips, and I did use, I forgot to show it, but I did use Illicit at first. Illicit is a beautiful shade, perfect for everyone. On me it's like a mauvey colour. On my model today it was more of a pink colour, so it is a little bit different between skin tones, but it is a beautiful colour nonetheless. So I just put that all over the lip line, and I did bring it in to the middle of the lips a little bit, and then I added aphrodisiac on the outer corners just to give it, I'll do like a nice deeper outer corner of the lip just to give it that ombre effect. And then I added a Mare lip gloss, which is a beautiful pink shade, very universal, very perfect for everyone. And then that was the final look, guys. I just cleaned up the outside of the lips just to keep the pout like nice and perfect, nice and sharp, nice and clean, and just to make sure there was no like gloss all over the place slipping and sliding, and to make sure that it was the lips looked nice in the pictures. I went back in with a little bit more Mare just to finish it off and keep it nice and perfect. Finished it off with setting spray, and that was the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let us know what you think in the comments, and if you do recreate it, please let us know how it went. Love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day.
To be far